Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, we finished this guy. This is a max size reactor and it gives us a little bit of power. It gives us over 1,000,000 RF a tick. Once it warms up a little bit, we need to fill it up with diamonds still and give it a lot of fuel. It's going to take a lot of fuel. But for now, we're going to use it sparingly and as we need it, because last episode we not only got, where is it? We not only got Draconium, we also got blocks of diamond. And we have a lot of both of those. So if we look at Draconium ore, we've got 4,000 of that stuff. And I want to quickly do that, and we're gonna switch things around a little bit. What's the best way to process this? Pulverizing gets us 2, sag mill gets us 2, with honestly a chance of having more, but I don't know that I have a sag mill down there, do I? No. Alright, so we're gonna pulverize, so we need this guy, and we're gonna set up some processing patterns. So that gives us 2 of those. And then we cook this guy into the ingots. And now we can auto-craft Draconium. That is kind of amazing. Oh, that's the actual... Whoops. That's the actual stuff, not the... not the pattern. So what we are going to do is let's go ahead and get, I don't know, 200 Draconium. That'll take a little bit of time, but it won't be too bad. And we need to start working on a bunch of different things. So real quick, I want to check, because I haven't checked in a while, how is our stuff doing? We have 19 sextuple compressed cobblestones. And it's still giving us a ton of cobblestone, so that's great. That's what I want to see. So today we are going to be working on trying to get all of the Draconic evolution stuff taken care of, all of this stuff crafted, and it is going to require a lot of things. So for example, the Staff of Power requires Draconic Shovel, Draconic Sword, and Draconic Pickaxe. So luckily, let's see, Pickaxe, and Shovel are there. We're also going to need the Draconic Hoe for some reason. I don't know. We're going to make it, but it's not going to be great. Now the question I have is Wither Skulls. How are we doing for those? We have a good number. Okay. Because we are going to need a lot of wither, nether stars for this stuff. So we're also going to need to make the Draconic Armor, which we already have, don't we? Didn't I make the Draconic, what is it, Wyvern? Yeah, we already have the Wyvern Armor. So making the Draconic from that should not be too bad. So we have the helmet and all that kind of stuff. So the biggest thing with all of this is, let's get an armor stand, because I think that'd be cool. If I can spell armor stand. This mod pack does have armor stand. Yeah, we have one over for the other guy. So let's just get one of these guys. And where to put it? Right here for now. And then what we can do is we can put the Wyvern Armor on, and if we give this guy a redstone signal, do we have a? We do have an angel ring. I'm gonna put that on, just because it's gonna allow us to fly a little bit easier. Put that there, and now we can shift click and have this really cool looking, the Draconic Armor looks so cool. So we need to start making, why am I feel like I'm getting a frame rate bug every once in a while. So if there is a little bit of jitteriness, I do apologize, but there's not much I can do about it because I don't know where it's coming from. Anyways, I have a suspicion it's that guy, but we need to make Draconic Armor, which requires a lot of Awakened Draconium. And Awakened Draconium is a little bit of a challenge to make. So let's take a look at the in-game guide, and we can look at Awakened Draconium. So Awakened Draconium, we need to see the Dragonheart page. Of course we do. So the Dragonheart, there is a ritual we can do to unlock the true powers of Draconium with Dragonhearts. We need 16 Draconic cores for every block and of charged Draconium. And so we need to get a bunch of Draconium blocks. Let's get... Sure. That should be enough. And let's get like... You know what? No, 1,000. Let's just get 1,000 Draconium in here. So we have a bunch of Draconic blocks. And let's grab the Energy Infuser. So this guy can transfer infinite power. So we're going to put him right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to just turn this guy on. And this is going to give us so much power so quickly. Can we actually automate this? Let's get some item conduits, and let's get an item conduit and a chest. We'll see if this will work. Hopefully it does. So extract, always active. It'll be in, out. And then if we do extract on brown, always active. Switch this to in, out, brown. Will that... No. So what we need to do... Yeah, we need a filter. So... Oh, do we not have any filters for this stuff? Or we could get another chest. Either way. Let's get... Not mob filter. What am I doing? I am so scatterbrained today. So can we get... paper... and then 2 hoppers. Come on. What is it waiting for? Do I have sugarcane? I have sugarcane. Let's just make paper. And what we'll do is cancel both of those. Draconium. Let's make another 1,000. We're gonna process pretty much all of the ore because there's no reason not to. So 2 filters. We'll come over here and grab a charge block and a non-charge block, and in, out, insert, only accept charged, extract, no, other way around, only accept that, extract, only accept the charge. So that should make it nice and easy and quick to charge Draconium. So there's the first step. Now we also need 16 Draconic cores for every 4. So it's 4 Draconic cores for every 4 blocks we want. So we're gonna get, let's get 20 for now. And there we go. So Draconic cores. And then the last thing we're gonna need is the Dragonheart. We have 7 of these, so we're gonna do one at a time. And then the very last thing we need is a... I wish I had a creeper trophy. That would be the nicest thing to have. Trophy. Creeper. Nope, we don't have one. At least not in there. Do we have one in here? I know we have the Creeper Soul. I don't think we have any trophies, which is actually a bummer for this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to set off some sort of explosion in order to do this. And so what we can do is we get water bucket, and we're going to teach the system how to make tiny TNT. So tiny TNT is from Flight Energistics. It is a little bit easier to make than anything else, but it does cause an explosion, and it's a very tiny explosion. So let's get some tiny TNT. Let's get like 20 of that. And then we're going to put a redstone block. No, how do we want to do this? Let's get a lever. And this should be good. So where do we want to do this? Honestly, right here looks good. So what we'll do is we'll break this block. And we're going to put some cobblestone like this. And it's this block that we want access to with the redstone signal. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not the smartest. We have to place the TNT, so we don't want to put that underneath. We'll just put it right here. And make sure this is well lit. We'll put a lever here and water bucket there, and then what we can presumably do is the shift click, and we make tiny TNT. Oh, it still blows up stuff even if it's in water. Also, the magical forest has a really nice blue water texture. So what's something we can do that causes an explosion but doesn't cause damage to blocks? I mean, we could use obsidian. That's something we can do. We have plenty of obsidian. So that's what we'll do. Let's make a little bit of an area, and I think we can probably turn this guy off. Yeah, we're only making 1.07 million RF. It's not too bad. So we have 24 more charged Draconium. We're probably going to need a little bit more. So let's get Draconic cores times 28. If my math is correct. We need more gold. What? Okay, so we'll make some more gold. And now can we do it? Yes. And we need just 16 each. And then 3 hearts. And 3 TNT. So we still need some sort of lever. Or I wonder, will a redstone block work better? It might. We'll try it. So Draconic cores, we should have all of them. Perfect. So what this does is we need to set up just a little bit of an area. 4, 3, 4. We're just going to set up a little platform like so. And break this block. We'll put the redstone block here. Hopefully its blast resistance is good enough. Actually, no, you know what? Well, we're going to test something. We break that block. Let's grab a lever, and we'll put the lever on the other side of the obsidian. Or we can put the redstone block. That will be just as easy. It doesn't really matter. And that should transfer through. We can test that. It does not. Alright, so we need a lever. And how how the Awakened Draconium works. We've made this once before. It's been a while. So just to kind of recap, basically you use an explosion to activate the heart. The heart then sucks up the Draconic cores, up to 16 of them, and converts any nearby charged Draconium. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Heart goes here. Actually, no, we don't want to put these down yet. We can, but let's put them away a little bit farther. And then tiny TNT. I guess the heart needs to be like basically right there. Heart gets activated. No. Okay, so we need to actually use TNT. Or what's another explosion that we could use? Like I said, I really wish we had a creeper. Really wish we had creeper thing. So let's just get the trophy. There we go. Let's just get normal TNT. And that will work just fine. It'll be a bigger explosion, but TNT. Then we could probably go ahead and do the water trick. It doesn't really matter too much. So TNT. So what we'll do is, that's still the TNT. Let's come down here, break that, put that back, and we'll just put water like so, lever there, and flip the lever. Alright, we're going to... it's not going to work. I knew it. Alright, let's make it a 3x3. I realized the 3x3 would be the entirety of the platform. So this should allow us to do a little bit better with the controlling of the explosion, and that's the important thing. So what we can do is put something like this, and I'll make that a redstone block. Actually, let's do it a little bit lower, and yeah, we'll just put a redstone block there. And this looks ugly. If we had a creeper trophy, it would allow us to do this without like any problems, because the explosion from the creeper trophy, when you right click a creeper trophy, it explodes, and that explosion does not cause any problem. Like it doesn't cause any block damage whatsoever. So it's a lot nicer. We'll just do that, and that should fill everything in. Alright, we need the redstone block, and hopefully this works a little bit better. So throw the heart in, hit it with TNT, and then as it does that, throw in your Draconic cores. It will suck them up, and then it will transfer the power to the Draconium. And that will make the Awakened Draconic blocks. And then we can harvest those. There are ways to do this automatically. Oh yeah, there's an explosion with that. It doesn't do damage though. But you can use it to activate more hearts, which is kind of cool. So let's just do all of these. Heart in, TNT. And then Draconic Cores. And then, you know what, we're gonna throw another heart in there as soon as those explode. And it's kind of confused on which ones to do. I don't think it matters. And then we throw those in there, and we save some TNT. We'll break these guys while we're at it, and we have a decent amount of Awakened Draconium. Not that much. We're going to have 12 blocks plus 2, which we already had. So it's just going to be a matter of making more of this as we need it. But for the time being, we'll try to make do with what we have. Now there's some stuff in Draconic Evolution that I'm going to have to look into. Because I've never really done it, and it is mostly infusing. So we'll get to that later. But let's go ahead and we have 100 Awakened Draconium. Now we're going to need to teach the system a couple of things. First of all, how to make the Draconic energy cores. So we're going to need cores. We're going to need Wyvern energy cores, and I believe a Wyvern core. And that, I think, is, yep, gonna summon a Wither. And that should be fine. So, the Draconic energy cores are not too bad, but they do require a lot of stuff. And once the crafting is done, did it have issues? I don't think it did. Shouldn't have. Or is it just taking a second to process? Okay, where's my nether star? The Hopper Hawk didn't pick it up. I don't know why, but it didn't. So hopefully that's not an issue. If it is, we'll fix it. That's not too big of a problem, but let's go ahead and get that taken care of. And then we need the Wyvern energy cores. We just need one of these. And we'll teach the system how to make these. The Draconic energy cores. And then we also need to teach it how to make the Draconic cores, which requires a bunch of Draconium. Plus nether stars and all that kind of stuff. It is expensive. Now, we can start looking at what we need to make. So we need to make the Draconic Armor. Let's work on that first. So the Draconic Helmet requires, I think they each require one of each a core and a energy core. So we are missing diamonds and gold. We're going to need a lot of gold. Kind of forgot about that part. So can we get... We can get a good bit of gold. We'll get that processing. And we might need to make a gold block dimension as well. Honestly, at this point in the game, anything that we need, we just make a dimension for, and that's that. So that's going to require a lot more. The Draconic energy core should be a little bit cheaper. So let's go ahead and make 4 of those. We still need diamonds, and we still need... So diamonds are not difficult. We can make... Let's get, like, a filled inventory. There we go. Plenty of diamonds. Gold, we can also... Do we have any blocks in here? No. So I think the next thing I'm going to process is gold through that guy. So gold, dust, pulverized gold. We'll take this down and we'll cook it up. So that will take a little bit of time, but that'll give us all the gold we need, or it should, and we can start working on all the draconic stuff. Now, the items are going to require 2 each as well. Plus, yeah, so we're going to need a lot. We're going to eventually want the draconic bow, and then the other thing we're going to want is the upgrade modifier. This guy is pretty easy to make, and we're going to want him to make all of our weapons and armor really, really, really good. So, let's see, Draconic Energy Cores. Can we make 4 of those? I just want to make the armor today. We'll worry about the rest of it later. And while we're waiting, let's see what else we can get taken care of. I still haven't finished up this guy yet. Let's make a gold dimension. I think that'll be smart. We still need more mob souls to do anything with the resurrection of the dragons, because that's a quest we'll need to do. And is it having trouble with the nether stars? It is. Why didn't you work? What's... Uh-oh. I think I just destroyed a skull. What is going on? So let's get rid of that stuff. Something was weird with that. So let's grab another wither skull, and we'll just go ahead and fix that manually. I have no idea what was going on with that. We built this a while ago, and it was working just fine then, and now we're actually having to use it, and it's messing up. So I guess if the items aren't all there, but it shouldn't matter. There we go. And I believe the Hopper Hawk is actually picking stuff up this time. Spawns, dies, and we should have all the nether stars. There we go. So there's the Draconic Energy Cores. And then we need the cores, the Awakened Cores. So we need 4 of these guys, and that's going to require more gold and more withers. How to fix that? What's going to be the best way to fix that? I wish we could have... Alright, let's get a gold dimension, and we need the dimension tab, the empty dimension tab. It'll take a second to get, and let's go ahead and get a gold dimension. That will be probably the best thing to do. So we're gonna need, let's see, features. Tendrils is the best for any sort of ore, and we're gonna want blocks of gold, because we don't care about like how difficult it is, and we're gonna want saturation would be really nice, but that's so expensive. We're gonna do effect none, just to make it nice and safe. Make sure that we won't have issues. So that goes in here. Blocks of gold. Feature tendrils. Store. And now we get to build it. That costs a lot of power. So turn the reactor on, and no issue with power. It'll take just a second because Unfortunately, it can only accept so much power on each side, but it will get there in a moment. Let's get everything prepped for going to the other dimension, and home base to... As soon as gold's there, we will teleport, and everything will be good. So, there we go, blocks of gold. Dial once. We'll head in here. We will grab as much gold as we possibly can. Nether fortresses. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's gonna give us access to a lot of, like... Killed all the cows. That's gonna give us access to a lot of spawners. That we can use for, like, getting more mobs and stuff. So, that's not a bad thing. Let's eat first. And it looks like it's perpetual darkness. It does cause, like, blazes are going to spawn, which is kind of a whatever thing. But it is going to cause a lot of gold to be lost, so to speak, but that's fine. There's plenty. It's an infinite dimension with gold everywhere, so let's finish off this tendril, and then we'll head back. Cool. So that is a lot of gold. Let's go home. Something I might do is Eulorium blocks, by the way. I might make a Eulorium block dimlet. That might be better in the long run than using the liquid, just because it's going to be quicker to get a ton of fuel. So we'll put that guy in there as well. And we should have enough gold blocks now. So all we need is more wither skulls. And let's see, cores. We need awakened cores. We need 4 of these. So we need 6 more wither essence. Let's just grab our watering can. Not that one. The better one. And we'll go water the wither seeds, which I have to remember where they're at to begin with. Right here. And then we'll be able to do this, have it automate everything, hopefully, and we'll go from there. So that should give us plenty of essence, and we'll get the awakened cores. Now we're not going to be able to get much more awakened cores anytime soon, just because of the withers. So what we'll probably end up doing is, you know, let's teach the system that gold becomes gold. And basically what we're going to have to end up doing is just getting a bunch of wither skulls. And I think the way we're going to do that is, if I can manage to get a withered skeleton soul, that would be really nice. So let's turn the auto spawner off. Also turn our magnet off. And are you having issues? No, you just haven't got the soul sand yet. I just kind of want to watch this, make sure it works how we want it to, and oh, that's what the problem is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need to get out. Alright, at least it's not hurting us very much. But I accidentally went through the portal trying to save the skull. So what's happening is when the skulls are put there first, it causes the issue. So if I do that, that should fix it. So when the skulls are placed there first, the game doesn't know that it's a wither. Can I, like, That is... Oh, it's because of this guy. Let's turn that off. And... there we go. That should fix it. So this thing got saturated, and I believe it was strong signal. Do we need strong signal? That might be because we want a delay, and the delay got broken. So let's pick up the skulls and yeah, it's still not working. There, it got saturated again. Alright, so if I want to, I'll have to fix this. I will figure out a way to do that. I really don't know why it's doing it, but it is. So, oh hey, that guy had wings. And so I'll have to babysit this for the time being. That seems to have... We need to just be away from it. And hopefully we're getting all the nether stars. I don't know that we are, actually. That could also be a bad thing. The Hopper Hawk isn't fast enough. But he had squid stuff. Hopefully we'll have enough of everything, and we'll be able to make the Draconic cores, and everything will be good. So how's it doing? It needs 3 more. So it's getting close. Let's go ahead and start making all of this armor. So we need the energy cores, and it needs 2 more. You don't have any. You have 3. And so I think... Oh no. Let's wait for that to die and explode. Alright, so that should be everything. And now we should be able to make our Draconic Armor. So let's grab all this stuff, and we're going to craft it in a crafting table because it's going to be easier. So we need 4 sets of Awakened Draconium on the sides. The Awakened cores on top. The energy core is on the bottom, and then each individual piece. So there is the Awakened Draconic helmet, the leggings, the boots, and the chest plate. So this stuff is really cool, and I believe, I could be wrong, let's go ahead and shift click our armor on there, and let's go ahead and put the angel ring away. I believe we have flight. So the Draconic Armor does give you flight. And what is the hotkey to open up the Draconic? Where is it? Dragon controls. It is semicolon. So now we can start looking at stuff. So we can get night vision. Magical sense, which I believe is... We're very slow flying, but that will be fixed soon enough. Do we have... He tried to wither us. We're immune to wither now. And magical sense. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I bet the tablet tells us. So let's take a look at the Draconic Armor and see if it tells us what the stuff does. Cures negative. So this is what it all does. You can get night vision on the helmet. It cures negative potion effects, bypasses suffocation and drowning damage, removes mining slowdown near underwater, so it's aqua affinity plus some shield capacity. The chestplate gives you flight, removes mining slowdown while in the air, and fire immunity. The leggings give you speed boost, and the boots give you the jump boost, step assist, and fall protection. And then we can also modify, so like, I don't know what the magical sense is, so that's something, it's got to be something with probably either Botania or Thaumcraft. It's probably Thaumcraft, but it wasn't working, so I don't know. I don't know what it was doing different, but we can get flight speed modifier. So here is 100% flight speed modifier. We can go all the way up to 600. So this is 600% speed on flight, or we can do pretty much anything else. We're going to reduce that to like 100. I think 100 is good. Effective while sprinting, lock flight, inertial cancellation. So just a bunch of different effects that you can do. Movement speed modifier, we can increase. Let's get like a 30% increase on that. Reduce when walking, so if you're sneaking, it reduces it to normal. And then don't want the step assist. And then jump height modifier, I don't actually want either. So now we are, we can increase that walking speed a little bit more. So here is 100. So nice and fast. So I feel shorter though. That's probably just a probably just an illusion. So yeah, we have the Draconic Armor. Let's go ahead and mark that off on our book. That's right, we have to take this stuff off because the book doesn't like it. And we have the Draconic Armor. Now, all we need to do is make the Draconic tools. We need to kill Chaos Dragons and the Energy Core. I think the Energy Core might be one of the next things we start looking at. That is going to take a ton of resources, but it's going to be worth it in the end. So that, I think, would be something we'll want to work towards. And then we will start working towards getting this armor, and, well, we'll get the Staff of Power and all the bow and all this stuff. And then we'll start looking at preparing to fight the Chaos Dragons. Those are going to be very nasty fights. The Chaos Dragon is not very nice, but we'll get there. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I am going to do some prep work and just get a bunch of Draconium. I'm going to try to get all of the diamond blocks so we can fill this up, and I will try to work on this some more. I didn't between episodes because between this episode and last, just because I was a little bit lazy, didn't feel like doing it. This is so tedious, but the rest of what we have to do is pretty easy, so at least comparatively. So it's just a matter of getting everything set up, and then redstone circuits, which hopefully do better than that one. But hopefully next episode we'll be able to do that and mark off the max reactor, and we're either going to work on getting the energy core, or we're going to work on getting the turbine. Not sure yet. We'll figure it out. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!